gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Red, up. Red, up. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
18. Red, up. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
180. Blue.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Trubisky now, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They go with Howard again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
18. Blue, blue. Blue.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Hill running right through it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Blue, blue. Red, up.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final minute. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some space.
I sound